What's up, Sitters? This is Tyler Ruff along with Joey Edge.
Sitters, what's good?
And Chris Martinez.
What's happening?
And Clayton Steinrich is in the house, not on camera.
What's up, guys?
We're a little down on mic right now. I think I'm going to hook the other one up real quick live on the set so we can all have a microphone. But for now, I'm going to turn it over to Clayton and you gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have a great show.
Absolutely.
We're going to have a great show.
Woo!
What's up, man?
Man, another day in the neighborhood. How are you?
I'm doing well. It was nasty weather today. Spent the last 3 hours getting rained on. Love that. It's always wonderful.
Yeah, same actually.
But the lightning didn't stop us, so it's cool.
No, exactly. Got some practice in.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I knew you guys had a much better chance than we did of continuing on. We so I make a daily round when we go to throw, and I go ask each player how they're doing, how their day was, all that fun stuff. And I get to the second guy, and I'm really getting rained on at this point. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think so. I said, let's go. Let's get under the locker room, and we'll sit up here for a minute. So, yeah. But we ended up being under there for about 10 minutes, and we got back out and was able to do our thing. So it was good.
Dope. Clayton, how are you, sir?
Not bad. I got off work this week, made the long drive from St. Pete, just spending time with the family. Good to see a dog. Good to be back in town. It's been a few months.
Love it.
Has it been a few months?
I think so. It's definitely been a few months since I've been here.
Oh, I know that.
Since I've been in the house, it's been like May-ish, maybe.
That's a few months.
2 months.
That's a few months.
What we got tonight, Joe?
Obviously, Florida State both have games this week. Florida State's playing Memphis. Yeah. Florida's playing Texas A&M. You can make that noise again.
Their quarterback, though.
Maybe.
We're going to talk some Lagway.
We're going to talk Lagway. We're absolutely talk Lagway.
Oh, we're going to review our picks from last week to see how we did.
Of course.
Can't wait to do that.
Got some NFL. NFL started this week.
Yeah, man.
I know Clayton's a big NFL guy, so we'll definitely get some Denver takes and make sure he still thinks Bo Nix is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yep.
We'll do that. My jersey. I really did.
I wish you would have. I really wish you would have.
I would have gone.
Yeah. Another reason for you to have won it. I wish you would have. But before we get into that, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Let's make sure that we don't go any further without discussing JW Weaponry.
Yes, sir.
The premier gun store of the South. They're always loaded at JW Weaponry.
Yep.
They anything you need, guns, ammo. You might want to start getting your guns soon. Just throwing it out there. Anything you need at JW Weaponry, they're going to get it for you. It's going to be a great price. You're going to get to deal with great people.
Yep.
And, so make sure you go see them. Anything to add?
No, man. I think you covered it. Like always, they support local. They also support, more than local. So
that's true.
They helped out Dixie County High School, numerous other high schools. So go see them, man. They're great people. They do as much charity work or as much sponsorship as they can. But yeah, go see them. One more time, Joey, the number, or you can call them at
386-243-8587.
For sure, man. Shout out the chat, Cameron Cooey, the boys. Jake Kennedy's here. He says you owe him $50, Clayton. Not sure what that's about.
Me either.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't wait to find out here in just a minute.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm reading this one. This is the one I want to read. I get to read this one. Because Jake was right about Florida State skies falling.
Yeah.
I was right about Bryce Young. Jake says, I have a bombshell announcement. I am out on Bryce Young, sadly. Join the club, man. There's room on the bandwagon. We knew it. We called it.
You can hitch the trailer up right here.
Yeah.
If you want to, and we'll carry you along.
For sure.
That guy's bad.
It's not going to stop.
No.
Real quick, one thing, too. Before we get too far, Tyler, I may need your attention for this one. Maybe you can't do it right now. But make sure you like it right now. Go like the video. If you're not subscribed, which most of you are, and we love you for that, please hit the subscribe button. Turn the notification on. So when we go live, whether it's 9:01, 9:02, 9:30, you know it. Jump in to the notification gang, please. That would be great.
Also, if you want to, just a suggestion here, you could hit that little share button and share it with 2 or 3 of your friends. Tell them to hop in. We're fixing to talk Florida State, and the NFL.
It is going to be an entertaining show.
I think it's going to be entertaining.
We used to lie about full show, and then somehow it was still a full show, but this one is actually a full show.
Us lie?
Chris.
Tell a fib. White lie.
We did not lie about it being a full show. We did not lie about that barbecue pizza being good because it was.
Wow,
Bad.
It gives me chills. Where do you
Extreme
want to
Pizza Hut.
go, Joey?
Bad pizza. They
a-
gave us a bad pizza.
We got a bad pizza.
Sorry, I'm still bothered by that. Fat people don't like to have their food interrupted,
Correct.
and that was bad food. Sorry, go ahead.
Ooh, let's just sidebar about Tyreek Hill.
Ooh, okay. Jumping in it now?
Yeah, let's just jump into it right now while Tyler's finishing up some few of the things that needs to finish up.
I'm in. Let's do
before
it.
we go to picks. All right. So have you seen the video?
Yep.
All right. Are you pro law enforcement or pro Tyreek Hill in this matter?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Fence rider.
So me and Shane talked about this today. We had a good conversation about 30 minutes.
Shane's pro law enforcement.
Shane's the same as me. We had the same thoughts.
Okay, cool. I'll share them. I'll stop interrupting.
All right. No, you're good. So he asked me what I thought, and I was like, okay, so originally I'm pro law enforcement. When he jumped on his back and like choked him out, or tried not choke him out, but pulled him down and was like, sit down. That's where I'm not. It's unnecessary to me. It's not necessary. The original, when he rolled up the window, I might have busted the window out. I don't know. That would have made me very upset.
That's not illegal, though.
It's not.
He left it cracked, and he gave him his ID and registration.
I didn't know he left it crack. I couldn't tell.
It
he
looked
left
like it
crack.
was shut. I couldn't tell. I didn't watch it.
I thought it was all the way up.
I thought it was, but the window was super dark.
But
He was
it's
definitely not complying with what he was being asked to do.
right. It's not that he did anything illegal after the speeding of going up. However long he was or fast he was going. Rumor has it 100. I don't know.
Yeah, I just found that out. I thought you had to be gunned on the radar for them to pull you over. I didn't know they could just visually be like, he's speeding. And pull you over.
Well, I think if you're going at a blur speed, I think that they can tell. I don't know.
That seems weird to me.
I don't know. I don't like that judgment call. Me going to jail or being arrested over your judgment call. I would be like, hey, let's see this thing in court. Neither here nor there. I think the right thing would have been to just roll the window down. Be like, hey man, cool. Write me my ticket. I'm cool with that. I know I was speeding. Write me the ticket. I'm
getting out of here.
I got somewhere to be.
Right.
Like NFL football game.
And they know who he is.
They
They know
know.
exactly where he's going.
And maybe not when they pulled him over, but as soon as you roll the window down, like.
Especially right outside the stadium. Like,
Yeah,
there aren't
yeah.
many guys that look like Tyreek right outside the stadium.
I think it escalated. I think he's part of the reason it escalated.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know
That's
where I fall.
That's where me and Shane said.
Yeah.
Like, was he completely right? Absolutely not. Was he completely wrong? Probably not. But could he have stopped the situation from happening? Yes.
Yeah. And the police officer could have too. The difference is the police
Yes.
officer doesn't have to.
True.
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. As law enforcement, like you have to abide by what you're being asked to do within reason, of course.
Right.
Like,
Jamie said, call Drew. Matt said that. Jamie said Tyreek Hill was being complete douche right off rip. Law enforcement used excessive force. Both parties could have handled this better. Agreed.
I think my biggest issue was after the original officer pulled him out of the car.
Yeah.
Another one came over, a little bit of a cooler head, and had him in the handcuffs and wanted to go just sit him down on the edge of the sidewalk.
Right.
And when Reed said, like, I just had surgery on my knee, just give me a second.
Yeah.
And then the same officer came back again.
yeah.
And put his arm around, like, almost in a chokehold and forced him down. It's like, God, just give him a second. Like, he wasn't being disrespectful there. I thought that the situation was pretty calm until it was re-escalated there.
Yeah. That's. I mean, yeah.
There's some really good comments in the chat right now.
I agree.
Blaze Neely said, "You'll never win a court case on the side of the road. Officer was way aggressive." And my dad said excessive use of force for a traffic stop. If you ask me, they knew who it was. I think we have really smart sitters.
He probably
Obviously.
played him in fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what everybody, like, the first thing was, this dude plays against Reek in fantasy. Like, there's no way he doesn't play against Tyreek today. And they're probably right. And then he shouldn't have done that because I think listen, Reek was going for 5 for 120 and a touchdown no matter what. So that didn't
Especially
really.
after that ETN fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be him who scored the touchdown. But
Yeah.
What about his celebration? What y'all think of that?
I
I
didn't
thought
see
it was
it.
hard.
I didn't
He
see
did
it.
it behind the back like he's handcuffed.
And then Waddle came and yeah.
Don't get me started on Waddle.
I missed it. I love it.
Waddle's touchdown celebration is the best of all time.
I lost this week. Just quick sidebar. I lost in my college roommate league by more points than what Waddle scored, so I can't blame it just on that. But it was the domino that started the whole chain. I get a notification from Schefter in the first quarter. Jalen Waddle out for the game with a concussion. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm playing against him. Great. Like, sucks for him, but I'm probably going to win. I look look on the fantasy app like 30 minutes later in the third quarter, and he's got 16.6 catches for 108 yards. Hey, when did he come back? Look.
It wasn't long after. Yeah.
Literally like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I ended up losing. So.
Bingo. We want to talk about our records last week, Joey?
Yeah.
Well, my dad jumped in there and said officers need to de-escalate the situation. I agree. I think that's their job to de-escalate it. If it gets sent to the next level, then they have to do. Like they have to do what they have to do at that point.
Right. Yep. So last week I was 2-2, Chris.
Yes.
Chris was 4-0.
Yes, sir. I was.
That's what you were looking for right there.
Yeah, that's what I needed.
And Tyler was 3-1 last week.
Yes.
Attaboy, Tyler.
Yes.
So the overall standings are: I am 6-2. Joey and Tyler are knotted at 4-4. All is right in the world.
I got to tell y'all,
Not bad records though.
I got in the Arkansas-Oklahoma State game last week.
Oh boy, did you? Oh boy, did you?
That plus 7.5 double overtime win by 8 game.
Love that. Needed it.
Wait, you had 7.5?
Yeah.
When did you get that?
That's what it was on Wednesday
On
night.
Wednesday night.
I was allegedly it was 9.5 on Saturday.
Did it go all the way to 9.5?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Allegedly, I had it at 9 in real life as well. Allegedly.
Oh, so then you're straight.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Gosh.
Allegedly.
You picked games where we didn't have 4 of the teams.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was
mean-
wondering why we went Kansas State, Arizona.
Yeah.
I didn't,
Memphis is out of his control.
I didn't think about that. Man, we've done Memphis, I swear. I think before. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Maybe that actually doesn't make sense why we would. Clayton, you will be losing this week in the said league as well, I was
Is
told.
that Tyler?
It's Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Oh, brother. Yeah, so that's my buddy from college. He's in that league. I told him to join tonight. So I was going to be on.
Shout out Cyrus.
Yeah.
He's from Seattle. He's a diehard Seahawks fan.
Okay.
Let's
So
go.
he already gives me crap about Super Bowl 48.
As well he should.
I was last week, and now I play him in fantasy, and Christian McCaffrey is not going to play.
Oh.
It could be a rough 2 weeks for me.
Get him, Cyrus. Get him.
-5.
Chad Hunter said comment on AR's slip and corkscrew 65-yard throw. LOL. Yeah. Well,
He's a freak.
he's got the ability to be so dumb good, but he
Imagine who's been saying that.
He missed so many easy throws
You
on
just need him-
Sunday as well.
Just hit
And
the
that's
big ones. Just hit the big ones.
Well, that's the thing. He's going to hit some big ones, but he's also AR. But he's
Your
also
quarterback.
going to miss the ones that are so easy to not miss.
I posted on Twitter earlier, that throw that he made falling down, basically crossbody, no momentum behind it, and just dropped it right in the breadbasket. That's probably a top 5 throw that I've ever watched on TV.
It's insane.
I don't understand. And it wasn't on a rope either. I mean, he just lobbed it up there.
How many people? All right, so let's answer this question, and then we're almost ready to go to the picks. Yes.
Is it 7.5 or 2.5 for TCU?
2.5.
2.5. How many people can throw a football 65 yards in the air? What percentage of people?
Like normal people?
yeah, normals?
people on Earth.
I was going to say probably like 50% of the NFL. So
Yeah, but
of course
They make up
50%
1%.
of 50% of the NFL
There's 32
is
quarterbacks.
0.001% of mankind.
Yeah, it's not many.
So like,
I would say there's
well
probably
under.
let's say just for fun, we'll say there's 50 people on planet Earth that can do it right now.
No, there's more than
There's
that.
more.
There's a lot more than that.
There are some kids
Y'all
in high
think?
school that could do it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
all right.
Yeah.
200. I don't think there's that
I
many.
would say 1,000.
Yeah,
It's
I might go.
Every
higher than
baseball
1,000.
player can throw at 65 yards. Jameis Winston can throw at 65 yards.
Okay, Jameis Winston's a different animal. I don't. We haven't had a quarterback at Columbia High School that's been able to throw at 65 yards.
That's not true.
Who?
What's the kid that the Navy SEAL that was a punter?
Thomas Olmsted?
Yeah, can he? Yeah, he could launch it. Corey Randolph could absolutely let it rip.
I love Corey. I love Corey. Like watching Corey play
Austin
football at Wake
Peters and
Forest.
Travis Peters.
Travis
Could do it.
Austin definitely could.
Harrison Schubert could probably throw a football 65.
I was close to being able to throw 65 yards.
I never was.
I was close. Now it's a moon ball, but I gotta have
Maybe
the wind.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe a stiff wind.
Shub used to take baseballs from the right field foul pole when Coleman would hit his fungos and crow hop and intentionally throw them over the batting cage, just on it. It just kept going
Into
up.
the road. Blaze Neely could probably throw a football 65 yards. I've seen him throw one from the wall in center field and it hit halfway up the backstop.
Yeah, no, he could throw a baseball.
On a play.
I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, I was the catcher, and I was like, oh, sorry, Blaze. You had a cannon. Anyways, but to do it falling down and have accuracy still is insane.
Yeah, no, what AR can do is silly. Like me and Tyler talked about this on Sunday. Like his ceiling is like hanging out with Jesus. His floor is hanging with the devil. Like there's no like. It's such a wide ceiling and floor. Like he's the highest ceiling and lowest floor guy I think I've ever seen.
I don't know that his floor is that low.
You didn't like bottom of the ocean and clouds or something. Jesus in heaven and hell was a wow. Okay, all right.
It's a long ways.
I think his floor is considerably higher than like Bryce Young per se because he has the mobility. I don't know that his floor can be that low if he's such an elite runner.
I think it's both like crash and burn.
But he also could get hurt. I don't know tonight watching us on a podcast.
Yeah, he's played like 14 games ever,
and his whole career. And he didn't play many in high school either. So
you're going to say this for me, but when he trucked the guy into the end zone too.
Yeah. Tyler, I listen. Tyler's a Colts fan, and he was very excited. We'll say that he was very excited when AR trucked the guy into the end zone.
I love it. Hey, what games are we picking?
All right, finally tonight we're picking Texas A&M at UF.
The shade.
We are picking Memphis at Florida State.
Yeah. Woo.
We are picking Arizona at Kansas State. That's how not great the games are this weekend. And UCF at TCU. That's the 4 that we're picking.
Fired up.
I don't
know why it's not. Hold on, give it a second. What's going to happen? Nope, that's last week. It's coming.
Oh, boy. I thought we were ready.
We were ready. I put it up there, and then it, like, slid away.
Oh, I see it slid away.
It was up there for, like, a half a second.
Yep, I saw it.
Which one are we picking first? Not Florida State.
Yeah, we'll just go in order after that. Arizona at Kansas State. Let you go first.
What's the line? Arizona at Kansas State.
Sub.
Give me Kansas State.
Kansas State -7.
Yep.
Christopher.
That was me. I just went. All right.
Your name's Christopher.
Heck yeah.
Your name's Tyler.
Yeah.
Arizona for Tyler. Clayton.
I'm on Arizona too.
Yep. I am also on Arizona. I think they win outright.
Yep. Arizona is
sorry, Clayton.
Arizona is 0-2 against the spread with a -16 in that number. Yeah.
Difference, yeah.
So I'm just playing what Vegas says, what they've done so far. Regressively mean, come down to 8, still lose. so yeah, I'm with that. I do like Arizona. My boy Casey beat no coaches there.
Yeah.
I'm just strictly going off of Vegas. They know way more than me.
Probably not a bad strategy.
Nope.
Listen.
Those are locked in. Here we go. Okay. I like Casey.
Maxwell said the woke agenda wants me to care about his short range accuracy when he can do demigod things like that 65-yard deep ball.
Fact.
He's not wrong.
Once again, Maxwell's not wrong.
No. UCF at TCU. Clayton.
I got UCF. I can't really judge much off of TCU's last game, but I don't find Stanford to be all that good. And they played TCU to 7 points, I think it was. So I think UCF can go in there with the offense and Gus and all them and put some points up. I don't know that TCU will keep up.
Yeah, I unfortunately am also on UCF. I think it's the second biggest game on their schedule. I think Florida's probably the biggest game for them, but this is like the momentum game for them. I think they need to win it, and I think they know they need to win it. So I'm gonna go UCF. Tyler's going TCU. And that leaves Chris.
I'm doing some
investigative research.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy UCF for me, but I would like to circle back to Kansas State. They're also 0-2 against the spread. Closer differential, but they're 0-2 against the spread. I'm going UCF here. I like what UCF does. Like, they pass the eye test. Gus Malzahn's a really good coach. They're 2-0 against the spread this year, plus 12-point differential in those 2 games. So go Golden Knights here.
Also haven't played anybody, but
the spread's the spread.
The spread is the spread. You want to go?
Florida State. Let's do it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Oh boy.
No, let's do it right now. They suck so bad.
Memphis at Florida State. Florida State is -6.5.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Memphis.
Yep, saw that coming. Tyler.
It's easy.
FSU for
You
Tyler.
didn't just. Why didn't you just do this?
Yeah, that would have been smarter.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would have been smarter. You want me to go or you go, Clayton?
I'll go.
We're going to the same ones.
I'm
It doesn't
gonna
matter.
tell Chris, and it's Memphis pretty easily for me.
Same.
I think they could win outright.
I think they do win outright.
I until Florida State covers the spread, I'm also going to take Memphis.
Would you like to know the numbers here, boys?
Joey on the opposite end of every game.
Me and Tyler are on the opposite end. Of every
Memphis is 2-0 against the spread with a plus 2.5 point differential. Florida State, on the other hand, is 0-2 against the spread with a minus 22.5 against the spread. So, gotta love that. Go Noles. Ugh, yuck. Take them boys' cars away.
That's funny. All right, last one. Texas A&M at Florida. You want me to go first? Tyler's
Yeah.
going first because he's doing the gator chomp over there.
Okay, then you go.
All right. No. Give me Texas A&M.
4-0 week coming in for me.
I'm 2 games over you.
Yeah.
I might take one here. Oh, God, they're bad, too, against the spread.
I'm no kidding.
Where is it at?
Gainesville.
And they're getting points?
Yep.
And it's 3.5.
A field goal and a
And the hook.
A field goal and a hook.
Give me the Gators.
The hook makes me want to go A&M.
Yeah, I'm on the Gators too. I don't think that A&M is particularly good, especially with who they have under center right now.
Yeah, he's
and-
bad.
yeah, in the swamp. If you're getting a field goal and more, I'll take the Gators.
He's almost like DJ. You gotta be kidding me.
Okay. First of all, he's better. He's not as bad as DJU.
Okay, see, there you go.
I'm just kidding. He's DJU's better than him. He is, dude.
It's a conversation, which is bad enough.
Yeah,
There you go.
touche.
I'll agree with that. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah, we'll go deep dive into Florida. You want to do that now, or you want to go do Florida State now?
I would love to talk about Colorado since we have Clayton here. I do have some real questions. I have some. We're going gloves off. Gloves off. Are we cool to go to Colorado?
Dude,
here?
let's go to Colorado. Then we'll go to Florida and
Can
Florida
you,
State.
can you put up a cool picture of Deion Sanders with his gray beard and his cool sunglasses and all of his swag? Would love that.
Fine.
All right, so Colorado. Okay, we called this way long ago, Joey. It's Clayton. All right, is it going downhill?
Dad and I were talking about this the other day.
Yes, I want to know because y'all are real Colorado fans.
I mean, I've had this talk with people before. I wouldn't say that I'm like a real Colorado all the time. If they don't play FSU, I want them to win.
Uh-huh.
But if they were to play FSU, then
You're
I want
okay.
FSU to win.
Okay, fair.
I'm the more and more that time goes on, and
Yeah, that's the
every
one. That one.
single press conference, anytime they answer a question, the more likely I think it is that when Travis and Shador leave at the end of the year, that Deion is probably gone too. He may give it another year, just to see if he thinks he can build something, but I think that's pretty wishful thinking unless they win quite a few more games than I think they're going to.
You're right. All right, so what?
That picture.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Prime time.
Can we make that really big? I just want to see it big.
My question is this, to the sitters as well. I need the sitters to jump in here. Seriously. I want to know. I want to know all the thoughts, and I want to know you too.
That's perfect right there.
Yeah, that's it. Prime time. Colorado has cool gear, first of all. Let's say that. The gear is dope.
I love
Is
their
Clayton's
uniforms.
mic good?
I think so.
I was making sure it sounds right.
I think it's probably fine. I'll go check it.
Let's make sure it's close enough to you so that everyone can hear what you have to say.
Especially since we're talking about Colorado.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a Colorado fan, but I feel like if I was a Colorado fan, I would be excited as heck about the hire, and then I'd be even more excited about the players that he brought in. But I would be nervous as the can we maintain and can we build, and it's showing up like they haven't really maintained and built to last as is. And then now you start adding in like the antics. The stuff that as a football fan, a purist of the sport, I do not like. I don't like, and you can help me with this, Shador leaving early.
Yep.
Was that to get the test on the concussion potentially?
That's what they said. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
it's a great
correct that
cover-up,
is,
but
It is a good cover.
It looks really bad. And then like when Shador, when he scores, now like the band can't play the fight song anymore.
No,
Is that
no,
accurate?
okay. No, that's not technically true. I know a guy out there who is big Denver sports guy. We talk on Twitter. So apparently, previously when the touchdown was scored, they would play a song called "Glory Colorado," which is not the fight song.
Okay.
And then they would play the fight song after the extra point was made. Now, instead of playing "Glory Colorado," they play Shador's song and still play the fight song after the extra point.
Okay. It was Glory Colorado. Was that a tradition?
Never heard of it in my life until this tweet.
All right, that makes me feel a
Fair
little
enough.
bit, a little bit better.
But that's why we have a Colorado perspective.
Yeah, I've
somebody
never
who
been to
knows.
Folsom Field, but yeah,
Well, that's a shame.
I haven't heard of it. I know, I've been, but just not to a game.
Right.
I just think it's
you should go.
ugly. I just think it's like a really ugly product right now. And not necessarily the football, just like everything that goes with the football.
I think the football being bad
Makes
is what
it
makes
worse.
everything amplified by a lot.
Yes, that's fair. If they were winning, we're not having this conversation.
No.
I don't care what my team does if they're winning football games. That's all that I care about.
Hey,
Have
Urban Meyer.
everyone on
Me
the
Yeah,
either.
sideline.
go Gators.
Go Gators. Yeah, for sure.
I haven't got it yet. I didn't get the text.
Yeah, you're good. But I'm with you, Chris. Like, I think that it's everything else. Take the football away. Like, we're not even talking about the football right now. It's the sideshow. It's the obvious look at me stuff. It's or my son or Travis Hunter. What? Like,
And I don't like Travis Hunter because how he did Florida State, but I definitely don't like. It's really hard for me to watch him off of the football field.
yeah.
Now, like all like the TikToks and all the things that he streams, and I get it. He's a businessman. He's
Smart.
marketing. He's marketing the heck out of himself. He's on the front of the game. Like, I understand that part. Like, I do understand that part. But man, as like a fan of football, gross,
Right.
disgusting.
No,
I hate
yeah.
it.
At what point?
Read.
At what point do FSU fans? I'm not including myself because I'm kind of already over it. But specifically Maxwell, I know he's in the chat, and Chris, you were big on this too. At what point do most FSU fans just kind of say, "This is a complete meltdown," and just let it go with Deion and Travis Hunter? Is that an ever thing or?
That's a good question. That's really good. For me personally, I've washed my hands of it. I just don't like. For me, Deion's never been in the spotlight. Like, he played before I watched football at Florida State. So like, I never grew up a Deion Sanders fan. It was all kinds of other people, Derek Brooks and Peter Warwick and Warwick Dunn and Charlie. Those were that's the era I watched. I never watched Deion play in Garnet and Gold.
Yeah.
So I didn't have like an infatuation with Deion or whatever. Now his hate for Florida State, I'm really not with that. I don't like that. So I don't know. I'm with Maxwell, honestly. I'd unretire the number. Like,
Really?
You don't care about Florida State. He doesn't care about Florida State.
No, and I think that's the weird.
I don't think he cares about Florida State at
No,
all.
he doesn't, and that's the weird part for me. And I think that it's probably because he feels like they should have hired him at some point.
That's what I said the other day.
But what has he ever done to deserve to be hired?
Well,
Not enough.
To play devil's advocate, he wasn't ready for the job, but that's his alma mater. It's a big brand. It's where he wants to be. It's in Florida. He can recruit those South Florida kids even easier.
I think
turned
somebody
down
had to
for
make
that
the
job.
right decision, which was probably the tough decision. But I feel like they made the right decision in not hiring him, and he's proving him right every single week moving forward. What does he coach?
What does Deion coach?
He's a CEO role, right?
Culture.
Yeah, culture.
Yikes.
Culture's not great. I don't know. I'm with. I'm not as far radical as Maxwell, but like I'm done with like the Deion thing. Definitely the Travis Hunter thing. As a kid, made a decision. It's worked out great for him. Like, it has. It's worked out great. He plays every snap of every game.
And he's going to get a lot of money.
He's going to make a ton of money, more than he's already making. It's worked out great for Travis Hunter. He did what was best for him. I think he would do the same thing in Tallahassee. But
It would have been fun to see him on that team last year, though.
Yeah,
That
I
would've
agree.
been fun.
I agree. Yeah, we'll probably have different
I
conversations.
tweeted that the other day. Yeah, I was a little upset when I tweeted it. Jamie, I am aware that he is still not ready for the job. I don't want him to be hired. I'm good with Norvell.
Money Mike.
Yeah,
I am. I'm still a Norvell guy.
The
That's a good
equipment
question.
staff, Maxwell and those guys, I'm not going to mention any names. He's also a listener, and I'm a big fan of his. But they're more mad at Deion than they have a Gator fan working in the building and actively still rooting for UF while in the building and at FSU games. I don't know. That seems weird to me, but
That's my guy.
That happens?
I'm going to leave it be.
that's what I've heard.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, I don't believe that. I can't.
He's
buy
not
that.
sending secrets to
No,
Gainesville.
no.
Doesn't matter what secrets he sends to Gainesville. They can't cover. They can't tackle. The quarterback's going to be the wrong decision. So, yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's a great question. Do we want to go to Florida now?
Right after we but talk about Brian Sports. We don't have to talk. Or we don't have to read it.
Freaking Brian Sports. We can talk about that. That's a genuine read. I
Yeah.
absolutely love Brian and his family. It's literally family owned and operated. Like the whole family works there, or likely to be there, right?
Other
Is
than
that
Jordan.
accurate? Well,
Other than
Jordan,
Yeah, Jordan's not there, but
Is it public knowledge that
I think so.
But
we're
let's not bust it. If
We'll
it's
skip
not.
out on it.
that?
We'll skip out on it.
Okay. Damage control there. It was great news. It was great news what we were going to break, but we're not going to break it.
I just don't know.
Yeah, we're not. Brian Sports, great place to go buy your athletic gear. Baseball, any baseball, soccer, softball, any sport, football, they got you covered.
Gloves.
Yeah. Talk about, like we talked about earlier with Brian Sports, Jada Weaponry, how they support local. They fundraise and sponsor as much as they can, or support fundraisers and sponsor as much as they can.
Right.
Go by and see them. Help keep them going. Right.
That's right. Yeah.
What number would you call, Joey?
If you can't get there and you need something and you need to call them, call 755-0570. 386-755-0570 is the number to Brian Sports. Mention Front Porch Sitting. Get 10% off.
For sure.
All right.
Are we going Florida or Florida State here?
We can go Florida.
I want to go Florida.
Good.
All right, so I have some questions, and I sure the sitters have questions. Sitters, if you have questions, throw them in the chat, please. I promise we'll make Joey answer them. We'll hold his feet to the fire. We won't let him sit on the fence. We're gonna make him make a decision. Tyler too, maybe. You got a mic now or no?
I can't. Yeah.
Okay, because
You just gotta plug it in,
You're
you
the
know?
Gator fans, you know.
You want me to plug it in for you?
Here's my question. Joey.
Is that Glad?
Because I talked to Brian Hill and my sister, Sydney.
Yeah.
Major Gator fans.
Huge Gator fans.
Season ticket holders, Gator fans.
Yep.
And then also, I cannot believe that. You can see that.
I couldn't.
And then also, Luke Minshew, my brother-in-law.
Yep.
Huge, gigantic Gator fan.
Hasn't been in the chat in a while. Kind of upsetting.
Yeah, Luke, you gotta tighten up, man. I can't be talking about you. Anyways, they all say they feel
It's coming, Maxwell.
they think, Joey,
Yeah.
that what you just alluded to, that Napier, because Graham Mertz is fully active and a go, correct?
Yep.
He's healthy.
Yep.
That Graham Mertz is going to play over DJ Lagway. Where do you fall, Joey, on this line of thinking?
He 100% starts the game. He 100% plays at minimum the first 2 to 3 series.
Change my pick. If Mertz plays, give me A&M.
I did not realize that
I did not
Lagway was
either.
not playing.
I did not think there's no way that he doesn't start and play every single snap.
Jalen Waddle just came back from a concussion in like 5 minutes. I mean, I should have assumed that Graham Mertz would be back, but I didn't think he would.
Lagway has a concussion for sure. I don't think they diagnosed it, but he did not know where he was when he got hit in the ear hole of his helmet.
Yeah, no, he had no idea. He started scratching his eye right here.
He looked at the rest
He
of
thought he was scratching his eye right here.
he looked at the ref.
He said,
He looked at him and goes, I'm probably supposed to tell him I'm good. I'm good. Cross-eyed and all. I was like, oh, my God. Nobody thought to take the guy out. Anyways, Mertz is not going
starting.
to play over Lagway, right? There's no way.
Mertz is starting.
Napier wants his buyout.
I told
Napier wants his buyout.
I may have said it on the podcast last week, but I know for a fact I told Sherman I said, I don't care if the guy goes 24 for 21 for 1,700 yards and 19 touchdowns in one single game. He's not starting this week, no matter what.
That's insane.
It doesn't matter what he does, how good he is. By the way, he was good. He's not starting this week, and he's not.
Right.
They've already said that the Mertz is the guy. Mertz is starting. Lagway will have his reps. They're going to both get reps this week, but Mertz is the starter.
So it's confirmed that Billy Napier just wants his buyout. He wants the Coach O treatment, hang out on the beach and drink Mai Tais and let the checks keep rolling in off Florida's back.
What did Coach O say?
Which door you want
Show
to
me
go
what
out
door.
Yeah. All right, brother. Show me which door to go out of. That's Billy Napier right now. That's where he's at. I hope
That boy
this won't happen.
crazy.
I want y'all to know this cannot happen. But when Graham Mertz jogs out onto that field, I want over the PA system
Don't do it.
them to fire Billy Napier over the PA system
I thought you
right
were-
then and there. Tell him, hey, go get your bags. You're done. We'll let Callaway.
Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong. I don't care. We'll let Graham Mertz come be the head coach, and DJ Lagway can go play quarterback. Then I don't care. I can't.
When
It
Mertz runs
amazes
out,
me.
is he getting booed?
Yes, 1,000%. It's not his
No.
fault.
It's not his
I
fault. That's
bet.
Gator fans to boo, though.
100%.
They're gonna boo. They're gonna boo him.
100%
That's
getting
bad.
booed, and it's not his fault. I feel bad for him.
But I don't know that he'll get booed.
He's
he's
getting
going to
booed.
run out with everybody else. They're going to boo Napier,
They're gonna boo.
I'm sure.
They're gonna boo the
It'll
whole
be
team.
a
But
boo
I don't
of
know
Napier, but it'll be as soon
Because
as
Mertz.
Mertz
Because-
runs out on the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I don't know.
Brian Hill said, "Yep, he'll start, and he's going to force the ball downfield and to keep up with Lagway, and then they'll yank his butt." He used a different word. Then my sister said, "Napier doesn't make logical decisions. We know that and have seen that." So
Napier is loyal and scared like Mullen. That's the crazy part to me is I'm loyal to me, bro. I'm going to be loyal to myself.
he's being loyal to himself.
You're
That
right.
buyout's gonna be nice, baby.
You're right.
How much is his buyout?
Like
right
83
now?
million, right?
No, it's 26.
Oh my!
I just made up a number.
I was like,
26 though.
26 after this year.
That's a lot. That's after this year.
No, I mean right now till the end of the year or whatever, but it's 26. Hey, they say people are ready. Where's my checkbook?
I aspire
tonight,
to have.
like
I aspire
right
to
now.
have that level of money.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, y'all want to fire
Yes.
the coach after a bad hire?
Cool.
After you made me pay him after it's a bad hire?
How much is that check?
Sure, let's do it.
No problem.
I aspire to have that level of money.
Go
man.
let him take vacations. I don't care. Get him out of my face. That's what's going to happen.
Wow. All right. So how does Florida fare versus A&M with a Mertz-led team? Then I want to. Part B will be with a Lagway-led team. Joey. See, these are softballs.
Yeah. So with a Mertz-led team, here's the thing, man. I'm thankful that I know some people down there, and like kind of firsthand knowledge, but not exactly. It's like through some channels, but like they believe in Lagway, like the team. I'm not talking about the team believes in DJ Lagway. They know that with him, they feel like they have a chance against almost anybody. And with Mertz, they have to play perfect. Do you know how hard it is to go play a perfect game? You know.
Yeah.
It's dang near impossible.
Yes, sir.
So if you don't play a perfect game with Mertz, they know that right now it's very hard to win. They didn't say these exact words, but it's close enough.
Yep.
So with Mertz, I just don't think the offense can go enough with him. I don't think Texas A&M is very good, but it's not like Florida's defense is like, good at all.
Can
right now.
A&M be physical? That's the question. Florida doesn't handle that well.
No. And yes.
So there you go.
They can be more physical than Samford was.
Yeah, Stanford, yeah.
They weren't physical at all.
They try to rely on their team speed.
100%. That's not going to work.
That's not going to work. Not against Florida.
No. A&M's not going to do that.
But you can potentially out-physical them
Not potentially.
if that's what you want to do. If you commit to
Columbia High School
do
could go
that.
out physical them right now. Stop it. Stop it. They would. They could.
Okay.
On defense.
No. That's what's wrong with our practice today. That's what's wrong with our practice today. Stop listening to people like Joey. My defense is reading the newspaper. Oh, they're so good. They're so this. They got
Rat
a
poison.
nice, good cussing out today, I promise you.
Rat poison. That's what that is.
Stop reading the damn clippings. You
Yeah.
get run out the stadium on Friday. But anyways, yes, you gotta be physical. You gotta be more physical. Gotta be more physical. I think A&M has a chance to be more physical. I don't know enough about A&M and their style of play. I know Elko is going to coach good defense. They'll be sound versus what Florida wants to do on when Florida has the ball.
The problem is and I don't know for sure that Napier's calling plays. I'm not positive on that. It doesn't seem like he is. I think it's Callaway, but
That's the quarterback coach, real tall guy.
no, that's the tight end coach, but he is a real tall guy. But no matter what, it's like ask Matt or like ask Corso or coach suggestions. Like it's not his because he came from Samford, by the way, where he was the OC there, and they put up like 38 million points a game, running the air raid. Not whatever this is that we were called. This is I feel
I
like
don't know what this is.
What's what's my guy Willie? What's his offense called?
Oh,
Lethal Simplicity.
lethal. I feel like y'all listen.
That ain't what they called the offense though. The offense had a different name.
If this is wrong to say this, then I apologize, but it's gonna be too late because it's live. I feel like Florida's offense right now is like an inbred between like power football and air raid. That's what it is. It's a really bad combination because it shouldn't happen between power football and air raid. That's what it is. It's very not good.
You're not wrong, but
I'm just saying that they don't mix. Like you don't
No.
do that. That's why it's illegal. Like
No.
it's not supposed to happen. I'm gonna get my heels are dug in. I have to.
No, I'm not just your heels, your toes. You're knee deep at this point, so you might as well keep going.
Ride the wave.
But the thing about Lagway is he has the ability to cover up the boring, simple, lethal simplicity of it, or whatever he called it. He has the ability to cover some of that boringness up. Like he can hit throws that Mertz can't hit.
Yes.
He can throw off any platform and make an accurate throw from anywhere. Like that, and he understands. Like he already in his career understands the way, like touch passing. He understands when to throw what ball.
He does.
Like he understands football, and he's athletic enough to go make plays.
I agree.
They have to respect everything in this scenario. Where with Mertz, he's
Just
not hitting the D
stack
ball.
the box.
Yeah,
You
he's
challenge him to
Yeah.
stretch it vertically.
not, right, and he's not going to be able to do it. He just doesn't have that ability. So
It's just not his game. You're right.
It's not. And he has a game, and it's not a bad game. Like, he's not going to turn the ball over much. You know what you're getting with him. He's going to hit what he can hit underneath.
He has
But
a high floor, low ceiling.
Andy Dalton
Andy Dalton-ish. Andy
with
Dalton-ish.
a weaker arm.
With a much weaker arm.
Game manager.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he is.
Yeah.
He's a game manager. Unfortunately,
And Florida needs more than that.
Florida can't play defense enough to have a game manager back there. If this was 2016, 15, 14 with Muschamp, sure.
Yep.
It'd be fine then. It ain't that.
It ain't.
You got to score 35 plus to win right now. So the spread inbred. You got to score 35 plus to win right now.
So Brian Hill said.
And DJ Lagway is the guy that can do that.
I feel like it should be the inbred spread, but it's okay.
I didn't watch the game last week. I did watch the Miami game week 1. But as a Florida fan, how did you feel? How different was the play calling from week 1 to week 2? Or was it exactly the same and Lagway just made the play?
It wasn't much different. There's a podcast on Twitter that goes through plays and stuff, and he broke down a lot of them, and he's like, honestly, it truly wasn't much different. It's just one guy can, and it was Samford. Now let's not.
He's supposed to do that.
Yeah, like that's what's supposed to happen. Better athletes win games, and that's what happened. But the windows that he was throwing the ball in, the timing that he was throwing it with. He guys weren't running wide open. He's throwing them open. So
Yeah.
like I don't. And you said this last week. We were talking about it, not here, but when me and you were together talking about it. I don't really care that it was Samford.
Same.
Like you can, a player that can play is a player that can play, and you can tell by the way he manipulated. First of all, I knew we were good when he was the one leading the huddle at the beginning of the game. When he was in the huddle getting the boys fired up, I was like, leader, I'm good. Let's ride. They respect that guy.
Trigger word for me.
What?
Let's ride.
Oh,
Ugh.
you don't
Not
like
what
that?
not what you want your quarterback to say. Just
He don't
experience.
say that. He's
Okay.
he's not a goober, so he's not going to say that. Bronco Nation. Sorry, my bad. Country. Is it Bronco Country?
I think like his, and we'll move on.
Yeah.
Unless you want to stay here a
No,
little
I'm
longer.
done. I hate Florida.
I think Lagway. I think like so that's what when we talked about. I think we were on the golf cart, I believe, but we were talking about
We
like
probably were.
we were talking about the throws he made. Like it was Samford,
Right.
but like a 55, 60-yard bomb that's a dot down the field that's in stride is a 60 to 65-yard bomb in stride. I don't care who you're playing.
With confidence.
Yeah. The difference is there will be less space versus a better team, but it doesn't matter because
If
it
the
was
throw's
an
right there.
uncoverable ball. Like
Right.
you're not going to be
It wasn't like he underthrew him by 6 yards and he had to
right.
slow down.
Or the over route, deep over route
Yeah.
to the tight end, I believe. Maybe it was.
No, it was DK.
Okay, yeah. That was a beautiful ball up and over the. I mean, it was just
But he threw
that
it,
will translate.
and he threw it on time to where he could catch the ball and still turn upfield and
Yeah.
get like 12 to 13 more. He doesn't like toe tap on the sideline.
Right.
Like he threw it in a time where he could catch it, make the turn upfield, and like I said, he gets
threw
10 to
him-
12 more.
He threw him to space, like you said. He threw him
100%.
open. So I think
100%.
Florida's in a good spot if they play Lagway. If they don't play Lagway, it's gonna be whole thing's gonna be blown up.
What has to happen in the game for them to pull Mertz for Lagway? Napier doesn't care about the booing. How bad would it have to be for him to put Lagway in?
I think if they don't score in the first 2 drives and Lagway comes in and scores, it'll be Lagway show after that.
Well, yeah, but they're
So
not
they're
going
gonna
to put him in after 2 scoreless drives, are they?
I think they will now. So he
That's
acted,
insane. If that's what you're going to do, then just start him.
Yeah.
I think he's coming in that 3rd or 4th series no matter what. I don't. If we go 2 touchdowns and 2 drives, I think he's
they're
still
gonna
coming
run
in.
Lagway out there.
I do. I think he's coming in regardless.
If
Because-
that's the case, then start him.
100% agree. But
Makes
if they
no
started him, I
sense.
think Mertz would come in no matter what too.
And that's the dumbest thing I've heard tonight.
There's a lot more where that came from, pal.
Billy Ball.
Just go to Gator Twitter and you'll see a lot of it. It's fantastic, honestly. He lost me, man. He lost me.
Maybe it's worse than Gainesville.
He lost me.
We just have bad players.
Y'all know y'all know how I mean I tried really hard to
You did,
to
man.
like the guy and
You
to
did.
buy in.
I
and
told you were wrong. Remember I told you were wrong?
a lot of people told me I was wrong.
Joey was
I
wrong.
knew I was wrong. I knew I was wrong when it was happening.
I first guessed Napier not working.
But
Shocker.
what do you do? I mean, you have to support the guy.
That's who your team hired. You're right.
Yeah,
What
you
did
have
you
to.
do?
Like that's my thing. Is like I want to
That's
support him
why
because
Clayton likes Dion.
yeah, you don't have a choice.
Who they hired?
That's your guy. So I'm gonna
He can recruit better.
do what I can to defend him. But and like I said, I think Sunday through Friday he's solid.
I don't like what
The
Maxwell
problem
just
is
said.
you play on Saturday.
He knows too much.
Yeah, no.
Anyone want to read Maxwell's comment?
It
I
can't
don't.
be worse in Gainesville. Refuse to believe it.
I believe him.
It's
Coaching wise, it is. Maybe not actually.
Aiton.
yeah.
Head coaching.
Head
Head
coaching.
coaching wise.
Head coach. I think y'all got that one.
Oh, my. The battle of those 2 DCs.
Oof. I hope
Is-
Lagway's starting.
Is Adam Fuller getting exposed? Let's shift gears.
You know, hold on one second,
Okay,
real
yes,
quick.
sir.
If DJ plays well and starts starting the rest of the year, and Florida goes 7-5, does Napier keep his job?
Yes.
Yeah. 7-5.
7-5.
Because you can't risk losing DJ in the transfer portal.
If they go
Good chance.
2-9 this year, or 2-10, they're at risk of losing him anyway. And they don't have very many winnable looking games on the schedule left.
No.
Won the last week. UCF is probably winnable.
Maybe.
Texas A&M is winnable.
Yeah, I mean,
Mississippi-
Vegas says so.
Lagway.
Mississippi
With
State's
Lagway,
winnable. UCF is
State
winnable.
was previously unwinnable and
It is
Flor-
very winnable now.
it's gettable.
A lot of yeses in the chat. A lot of yeses. He sticks around.
Even if it's 6-6, I think he stays.
And Lagway
I
is
go-
the starter going into the next year? Yeah.
I still go back to the lack of discipline. If there's still a lack
matter.
of discipline
You're right.
in the program,
You're not wrong.
you cannot keep that guy. You
They will.
cannot.
They will.
And they will. I agree with you, Chris.
26 million reasons why.
I agree with you again. They're going to. But if the lack of discipline continues, like you just can't win that way. It's not possible to be
Not sustainable.
not
because
exactly not to be a sustainable winner if you don't have discipline in every aspect of not just football but your freaking life. You can't win that way.
Minchin said he was always going to keep his job if he went 7-5 with Mertz or Lagway. I agree. With that schedule,
He might get
was.
an extension if
It's-
he goes 7-5 with Mertz in that schedule.
Yes.
I might kick you out of the house right now.
This is the man cave.
Lifetime.
I didn't want to say man cave. I don't know why.
I said it that earlier.
I know. Anyways, I agree with you guys, but it's not just about the record for me. It's about the look, and the look is horrid right now. So if it changes, then sure, whatever. But
Well, the first week was horrid. last week was very good. It was a bad team, but you beat them like they were a bad team.
We'll see this week.
Yep.
Zach Fox said, "Yo, Hurricanes in the house. We don't like them. we don't like the Hurricanes, especially after week 1. We don't like them. We don't like them."
The Knolls. We moving on to the Seminoles, so we got to do the one more.
We got one more. Yeah.
I got to go see my guy. I'm superstitious, which is why I haven't.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it, but
I actually looked at the schedule today. He's got a couple openings next week that I have to put my name on that schedule.
I can't do it.
Either take work off or take off work or whatever.
Names so that the suitors know what we're talking about.
Oh, my fault.
I guess we should.
His name is Josh McCardle. He owns Josh's Barbershop.
Great guy.
Great guy, great barber. I was almost going to say greater barber, but I don't think you can be a better barber than he is a guy. He's a great human being. Once again, same as the rest of them. Great family guy.
I had 2 people tell me last week how great Josh is.
Not
See?
shocked.
I'm
Not shocked at all.
They didn't even know that he sponsors the podcast. They aren't podcast listeners.
Really?
They were just
Okay, well, that's your
how
fault.
great their barber was.
Wow.
I'm dead serious.
I'm not shocked. I am. There's in
same.
no way am I shocked by that.
I am a little bit surprised at 2 in 1 week. Random.
It was very shocking.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
Sitters. I got a question for the sitters.
Yeah.
Would y'all be sorry, Tyler? I'm so sorry. It could be your finale. Would you guys be mad if we went and did a show in Josh's barbershop? Like, would that be cool? Like a barbershop?
Did you say finale?
I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. But no, Josh suggested it. He was like, "Hey, we both need haircuts. Bad. Mine's my choice right now, but he said, why don't we do it at my place?"
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. I
think
think
it'd be great.
dope. Tyler, that's a lot more work for you. I know it's a lot of work for you.
We can figure it out.
That'd be cool. Sitters, what do you think?
I think it's a great idea. Anyways, listen, give Josh a text right now.
Haircuts live on the show?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe not right now, but like sometime tomorrow probably.
Little lapel mics. That'd be dope, wouldn't it?
That would be pretty fun.
That'd be cool.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Anyways,
Put a mic on Josh.
Yeah. 100%.
Here for it.
that's actually a good idea.
No, serious.
Josh needs a mic too.
No, be here. We're getting cuts. Like, no, we're gonna get faded up, edged up, lined up, shaved, all that during the podcast.
Maybe the hot towel. I don't get that actually. That's just you. Anyway,
I get that.
listen,
I get that.
386
The hot towel?
386-247-1430. Text Josh 386-247-1430. Text him right now. Just tell him to get you the schedule.
The sitters love the idea.
He will send it. He will send the schedule back to you. Get on it. Stay on it forever.
So-
You're welcome in advance.
No doubt. Seriously, do it. And I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll do it, right? Oh my God, did you just hang on. I'm gonna need you to go back to the screen in a minute. But we'll do it, Joey. The
Yeah.
haircuts.
Yeah.
And then everyone can see like an inside of what it looks like. Can you go back to that screen real fast? I think I know what it was.
It was
It was a baseball score.
It was baseball.
Oh no, okay, I thought it was stripe.
No, it was
Be careful. LeBron will sue y'all like he did Bama for the barbershop thing. That's pretty funny.
Taylor Swift done kicked us out once. Man, what about LeBron? God damn about a LeBron.
LeBron. That guy ain't a star like
What a
Taylor
bum.
Swift.
Something good happened for Rolf.
3-run walk-off tater from Tyler O'Neill.
Red Sox?
Yes, bottom of 10th against the Orioles.
There you go, baby.
The
All right.
Orioles are fading. Sorry.
Are the
No,
Red
you're
Sox
good.
trending?
No, sir.
Well, then why do we care?
Is there only 4 games back in the wild card? Still hope.
It's okay. There's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. You know what there's not a chance for?
Florida State?
The cover.
Oh. All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
So,
Florida State to cover. Yeah. Same.
yeah. So, Florida State.
It was a nuke. I didn't get to watch the home run live because I got so excited, but it was a nuke. Okay, good.
All right, let's go. Come on, drive it.
All right.
You got it.
Oh, man, I'm trying real hard. It's just Tyler's over there. So Florida State, Memphis coming to town. Florida State off a bye. Does the bye help Florida State at all?
In my opinion, no. The one playmaker they had off the bye, season-ending injury, Jalen Lucas is out for the year. I think they had to sit on an 0-2 record. I mean, I guess it helps Joey in the sense of preparation, but I'm going to be honest with you. they haven't looked too prepared for me in the past 2 weeks. They had months and months to get ready for Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech was who they thought they were. They did exactly what they have been doing. Didn't seem prepared. So, no, man, I don't know that an extra 4 or 5 practices helps them. I really don't. I don't know if we're focused. I don't know if we love football. I don't know any of those things.
I said to my guys today, you are what you repeatedly do. Like it doesn't matter what it is, you are what you repeatedly do. And I'm
so you know that.
I'm redundant. I'm reluctant, not redundant. Reluctant to say I think Florida State may just be who they are right now.
I think you're right, and so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give the floor to Clayton because I like to know his opinion. So today, we haven't had a bad practice on defense in a little bit of time at Columbia High School. Today we didn't have a great day. We had a kind of a bad day. We didn't really we just didn't really practice well, Joey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't know how to say this without sounding a touch arrogant, but we've been winning a lot during the week versus our offense, and then versus like scout look, which we should because that's the twos and the backups, right? Today we were not practicing good habits. We were trying to set up kill shots on people. So like instead of taking a good angle to just get him on the ground, we tried to get ahead of him so we could peel back and just kill him, which part of me loves that. But I really need that on the ground right there. I don't need you to miss that tackle and to go for another 30. And so I went ballistic. I went real ballistic today. But like you are like what you just said. You are your habits. Like what you do is going to show up. I tell them that all the time. Like you can't. It's like a piggy bank. I tell them all the time, and I've used this analogy before. But if you put money, you put $10 into a piggy bank right throughout the week, and you go there on Friday, and you need to get 15 out because that's what dinner and a movie costs or whatever. 100 years ago, that's what it would cost, I guess. Anyways, you need $15 out, like on Friday night. I need my $15. But I only put 10 in during the week, I can't get 15. It doesn't work like that. What you put in is what you can get out. And so, like, we didn't put in the right dollar amount today. And so I don't know that Florida State loves football. I don't know that they're making their daily deposits to where on Saturday when it's time to go in there into the tank and pull out what they need, they can't go. It's not there because they haven't put it in there, and so I think they are I think they are who they are until they show me otherwise. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Specifically about the bye week. Yeah, like Polk said, it's good to have that extra time to get a game plan together, but it's also a lot easier to dwell in what you're already in.
100% agree.
When you have that extra week off, you don't have anything to look forward to on that Saturday other than still being 0-2. Memphis is coming in off of 2 straight wins now.
Yes, sir.
I know the FSU players are hearing the noise. And to touch on your point, I don't know that they care. I wrote down earlier my 2 biggest issues with who they are right now is, one, we've texted about this, I think that they're soft.
Yes.
The defense doesn't look like they want to tackle. DBs are getting outrun by quarterbacks. Teams are averaging, has to be 7.5, 8 yards a carry against the defense right now.
It's a lot. It's huge numbers.
And second, on both sides of the ball, not just defense. Last year when I watched a team, and we had games, we were a second-half team last year. We had games where we struggled at half, but you never really thought that we were out of it because we had guys like Keon and Travis who would go make that big play on offense, and not just make the big play, but be a leader on that side of the ball.
Yes, sir.
And we had Fisk and Verse who would go be a leader on the defensive side of the ball. I don't see anyone on either side of the ball who's done that consistently throughout the first 2 games. I'd like to see Portier do it a little more. He had a good end of the game last week. And same thing with Cam Riley. I saw a couple reps from Cam Riley last week that I really liked.
I agree.
He was
has
kind
to
of
play
flying
more.
Yeah, he was flying around.
Same with Portier.
I'd like to see him to get out there a little bit more. I think he can be not a full-time culture changer. Other people are going to have to buy in. The big guys that we paid the big money to, they're going to have to step up. I don't think that they will because, like you said, I think that's just who they are. And with those guys who left last year, what motivation do they have? They've been paid.
Yeah, they've been paid 100%.
And they're going to go either way. So.
Yep. Well, so I'm going to push back a little bit on that one. I've talked to some people who are super plugged into Florida State, who are former Florida State alum and former NFL guys. And, like, they don't get draft grades to the end of the year, but the initial draft, like, feedback isn't good. And, like, some of them are already saying, like, we might have to come back for this 5th year because of what we put on tape for 2 weeks. That's a real conversation that's been had with agents and with family members and with people that have been trusted. I know that for 100% fact that conversation has been had to certain players on the defense specifically, that we might have to come back for another year because of how bad the start has been.
I don't want him back.
I don't either.
Not after 2 weeks.
Hey, hit the road, brother. I'm not. And if you do come back, you don't get $500,000.
Hell no.
No, a fraction of that.
Take
right
the
now,
cars.
Florida State's Joey, on 3rd down. How many teams are in the FCS?
133.
133. Would you like to know Florida State defense's
Is that right?
3rd down conversion? I thought it was like 123.
I thought you hit it on the head. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I think it's 133. It's either that or 131. It's in the 30s.
Florida State's defense on 3rd down is 118th in the country.
Not great. How many drops on 3rd downs? I know you don't have that stat right there, but it's got to be like 61.
I got a lot, but I don't have that. Opponents' rushing percentage, like the success rate, Florida State is 127th in rushing downs.
129 teams in the SEC.
So 2 are worse in the country.
Is Colorado one of them? Colorado has a horrible run defense.
I couldn't tell
and
you.
if we're worse, that's bad.
It's just really bad, man. And here's our part. And these are the last 2 staggering numbers, and then I'll stop doing this. Opponents' rushes per game. Like, so how many times they decided to run the ball down your throat? 44 a game, which is good for 113. So not only do we know you can't do anything about it, we know you're not going to do anything about it, so we're going to consistently pound the rock. Like old Brent Key said, run the ball at Florida State. Boston College, copy and paste. Okay? Go a step further. Opponents rushing yards per game, not just attempts, Joey, the yards to go with it. 111th in the country, good for 227 yards a game on the ground. You don't have a backbone, you don't have a heart, and I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how you fix that. I truly don't know how you fix that.
Fuller's scheme is bad, but no scheme fixes effort.
Right,
like that.
because that's what that is. That's a willingness to be physical. They haven't shown a willingness to be physical. So until that gets fixed, I don't know that they win a football game. To be honest with you.
Yeah, and you know the chat's alluded to it. You alluded to it a little bit, but like certain guys, I'm gonna just talk about offensively. Certain guys shouldn't leave the field very often. Toafili shouldn't leave the field very often. I don't care about how good anybody else is, and even if you're putting him at slot, I know he had one bad drop, and it was bad, but.
Well, Morlock's still going to be out there next week.
1,000%. I saw the depth chart
he had
today.
some terrible drops.
Oh, I forgot about to talk about the depth chart with Florida. Remind me to circle back to that.
DJ, you had 279 yards with, like, literally, let's be honest, probably about 150 yards worth of drops out there.
Yeah, I mean I can't debate that, but still,
You can't miss those throws.
When I close
understand
my
that.
eyes at night, it's there.
That's the nature of the beast of being the quarterback.
Yeah, no, 100%. All I was going
But
to
if
say.
they catch those balls, it's a different. My focus is on the defense. I agree the offense has to be better because I was just looking at their numbers. Really bad, too. Like, really bad. A lot of 89, 82, 77, 83, like 118, 109, 124, 114. That's in the rush game. Like, really, 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 really bad in the run game for Florida State.
Yeah. And like I said, all I wanted to say was, like, there's really only one receiver on the roster that can get open at all times against any coverage, against any person. Maybe we should, never take him off the field. He's not getting tired. He's a Division I athlete.
Portier?
Yes, Kentron.
Yeah. Short the bench, too. Bingo. You nailed it. I'm going to let you finish your point because you're spot on. Sorry. I apologize.
You're good. No, you're the one that should be talking about this because you know more about it than me.
No.
But
you're right.
Like, when he's not on the field, you don't have a guy that can separate from anything or anyone. And I don't know that they truly understand how to run routes against certain coverages. I like it doesn't look good. And I don't watch every game with intent, but I do like to watch the receivers. I've always been a receiver guy. I like the that's just what I do. And so like I don't watch backs. I don't watch offensive line, but I do pay attention to the receivers, especially on like the replays that they show on TV. Like, I want to see what they did. And there's so many times where they just – I swear I don't think they understand route concepts or maybe they just don't care. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they don't trust DJ.
Then they have to be on the bench.
Exactly. But what I know for sure is when one's on the field, one has the ability to go make any play on the field. So why is one ever coming off the field? Same way in Gainesville. Why is 2 coming off the field? Huh?
I thought you were talking about Wilson.
I was thinking about 3 too as well. Get him the ball more.
Who?
3? Wilson?
Yeah.
Portier.
No, you
It's
said
about
in
Florida.
Gainesville.
No. 2, Lagway.
Okay, but we were thinking about Eugene Wilson, Trey Wilson.
Yeah, no.
I've seen you tweet that like 10 times.
Yeah, no, he should be getting the ball a lot as well.
Yes, force feeding him.
We got to get Lagway on the field before we can get Eugene the ball. So,
So I'm gonna read these numbers here just so because I'm a huge proponent of.
Absolutely not on the second one.
We'll read it. No one
Do
knows it.
we think Hill and Hakeem make a difference when they finally show up?
I think Hakeem does. Destin Hill, he's not coming back this year, is he?
No, Destin Hill towards
gone.
ACL like 20 minutes ago. He ain't coming back this year.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But I don't think Hakeem makes a difference. Sorry.
He does because I don't think they have a great. It'll be better than what's out there. So running the ball, in my opinion, is how. And I'm a defensive guy, so whatever you want to say, it is what it is. I think if you can run the ball and stop the run, you have a chance to play in every game, right? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Florida State's rushing offense, Joey, 118 in rushing play percentage. Yards per carry, 109.
Yikes.
Rushes in the game, hell with it. We're not going to run the ball anymore. 23. That's good for 124. Rushing yards per game, Joey. 59.5 yards rushing a game. That's good for 114th in the country. That's on offense. So you're like, okay, on defense, maybe they're stopping the run. Wrong. Opponent's rushing play percentage, 72%. Good for 127. Yards a carry, over 5. 92 overall. Opponent's rushes, we already said that, is 113 in the country. And then opponents rushing yards a game, 111th in the country. So you can't run the ball, and you can't stop the run. And you wonder why we're picking Memphis.
Valid.
Memphis can score, by the way.
They can. Maxwell said you got multiple wide receivers who get open at all times against every coverage. Novell just chooses to not play them to prove a point, I guess. Yeah, I've heard Elijah Moore is really freaking good.
He's like that, so you better start playing him.
I've heard from multiple people now that Elijah Moore cooks in practice.
He'll be in the portal if he does. I've heard that too. I've heard that from the defensive side. So
yeah,
better get him on the field.
At what point do you think? Because I've been seeing not rumors, but I guess allegations, accusations about Norvell and his future with the university and how staunchly different it's looked with the first year of Travis versus obviously the team last year. There's nothing bad to say about Norvell for that. But the year before and now that those guys are all gone too, and he didn't hit on his portal guys. I know y'all have talked about it on the pod before that he's got to hit on them. How many years, if more than 1 or 2, do you think he's got to miss on portal guys before he's in serious jeopardy?
I think it's interesting, and I'll let you answer, Joey. I think it's interesting that he got his extension, but the buyout didn't go up. So, like, he got a major extension, years-wise, but the guaranteed money didn't increase. I think that says something.
Yeah.
I personally think that, first of all, he's got time because what he's going to do is get rid of the dead weight on the staff, and there's plenty of that on the staff. So once he gets rid of the dead weight, first of all, he's got to make that decision, and sometimes that's hard to do, especially the guys that he's got to get rid of because they're Knowles. So it's not going to be easy to get rid of those guys. But
let's call him out. Who gives a shit? I don't care.
No, I'm not doing that. You can, but I'm not.
Well, I'm definitely not going to.
Yeah, no.
Going to.
Everybody knows who it is. It's not a secret. If you're in the chat right now, you know. So
yeah, we got a lot of Florida State employees in the chat too. We won't do that.
Yeah,
right
no.
now.
I'm not playing that game. But if he'll
I
buy time.
I can't wait in 10 minutes when we turn this off for 20 minutes, however long we're gonna have this conversation.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, I'm interested.
FPS after dark.
FPS After Dark. We should still have the Patreon channel.
Should.
FPS After Dark would be a blast. I forgot to mention that too, Ryan. Thank you.
That matters.
That matters a lot.
Oh Jesus, he did it.
I forgot where I was going now.
Right, no, and Ryan Von Atkins being out. That's the one.
Yeah, but before all that, like I think he buys a year when he does that, and then depending on who he hires, like I think he's a good football coach. I think he's a good human being. I think he's a good football coach. I think he builds the right culture. I'm not sure how he screwed this year up so bad with bringing back certain people. And I don't know that he had a choice in what he was doing, but certain guys have absolutely destroyed that locker room.
I don't know that I buy into he didn't have a choice.
I think in order to not bring it on, you're taking a way bigger risk.
Yeah.
So
that's
by not bringing on Josh Farmer and Darryl Jackson and Pat Payton, not paying those guys astronomical amount of money that they did, the alternative isn't great. They weren't going to handle the portal. And then DJU, they weren't paying what Cam Ward wanted. And maybe after Cam Ward, what he's looked like, maybe they should have. But they weren't paying that money. But maybe they made a mistake. Nick Saban said it best. You can have a $20 million roster. If the money's in the wrong spot, it doesn't matter. I think the money's in the wrong spot right now.
Yeah, definitely would have rather paid Cam Ward and let those other guys walk.
Yeah, because you make a little bit more of a difference, right?
Hindsight's 20/20.
I mean, because the guys behind the guys we're paying aren't that much worse, if not better, than the guys that we're paying right now.
Production-wise this year, 100% agree.
Yeah.
But
projection, no.
No.
You
But
said
that's
it
the
earlier.
hindsight.
You said it earlier with leadership.
Oh.
Or maybe
It
it was
walked-
you. I think it was you. But
It walked out the door.
when Jared Verse and Braden Fisk are there, first of all,
There's more too, though, but go ahead.
right, but those two specifically bring so much to the table that everybody else is now free to just kind of be them. You get one-on-one matchups everywhere at that point. And I think that's showing now because now you're not like now those guys, the guys that you said a minute ago, those are the guys that are getting the focal point
And they can't handle it.
and they're not ready. They're not ready to handle that yet. I don't know that they ever will be because of their mindset.
No, the mindset's all effed up. That's it.
Yeah.
Tatum Bethune, big time leader. Kalen DeLoach, major leader. Like those are some huge, pieces that left the roster. That Renardo Green was an absolute dog.
Yeah.
He locked them Elite Neighbors at LSU 2 years in a row. Locked them up. And quarterback.
He's at USC now.
Renardo Green's in the league.
Yeah, he got drafted.
San Francisco.
Who went to USC from FSU?
Oh, Greedy Vance. Yeah, no. We're cool on him.
That's
that's what it
Maxwell's guy.
He loves them. That's cool.
Sorry, go ahead.
But no, I think the leadership walked out the door, and then the offensive side of the ball, very much so. Like the alphas are no longer present. Trey Benson and Jordan Travis and people that help the glue guys. The defense have the alphas. I think the offense had the glue guys. They lost the glue and the alpha presence all at the same time, and there's no replacing that. There's no quick fix in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's weird looking back. One, to see how 11 looked last year versus this year on the defensive side.
Boy.
When he had all that attention going to those other guys. Just interesting to look at.
But but Ryan Vaughn just said it in the chat, and I've said this so many times. Pat Payton had so many pass deflections. Well, if you're getting pass deflections, you know what you're not getting? Tackles for loss, pressure, hits, quarterback hurries, or sacks because you're at the line of scrimmage still.
Getting beat.
Yeah, you're still stuck at the line of scrimmage. I don't know, man.
Yeah, looking back, I don't know. It's weird with the Travis injury. It's obviously hard to tell how things play out. But
let's ask Maxwell this: why is his replacement not Earl Little Jr.? That's my question. He knows. He works with that group every day. He knows better than me. That's what I want to know.
Yeah. NFL.
So who did you pick again?
And the game?
Yes.
Memphis. 6.5 is too much right now.
Yeah.
Until I see it, I think Florida State's probably better than Memphis. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Why?
Because they were better than Georgia Tech.
I
And
picked
Boston
Georgia,
College.
I picked Georgia Tech, big dog.
Yeah, you did. It's true.
And I had a money line. Yeah.
Allegedly.
I don't know. Just saying. I like Georgia Tech a lot in that game. Not because of anything other than Georgia Tech, though.
Yeah, you had that one spot on. All right, NFL.
Yeah.
What was your biggest surprise of the week?
Biggest surprise of the week was how bad quarterbacks played.
Yeah, they were really bad.
Like overall in the grand scheme, I'm pretty sure I read that this was the lowest total passing yards in the league in week 1 since 2010.
It was really
And it was by like 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So just in general, quarterback play wasn't great. I was surprised at how I wasn't surprised at how bad Daniel Jones was.
No.
I wasn't.
How bad were those uniforms?
They were bad.
They were.
I don't think they're that bad. I mean, I wouldn't wear one, but they're not the worst uniforms I've ever
They
seen.
looked bad.
Whose uniforms?
The Giants, like
They were
throwbacks,
hideous.
I guess.
Oh, okay.
So
They were.
The
hideous.
Broncos brown and yellow ones are the worst in NFL history.
Derek Carr, yeah, he popped, didn't he?
Yeah, Derek Carr really played well.
He popped.
He was one of the better quarterbacks of the weekend.
Those?
Yeah, those.
Those are fire.
Yeah, I don't think they're that bad.
On the field, they looked bad.
They look good right there, right?
Yeah, I don't hate them like that.
Those are dope.
I don't love them. I don't know. Not my.
I've seen worse. Have you seen their regular jerseys? I mean,
Yeah,
it
you're
isn't
right.
like the Giants have great jerseys.
Yeah, you're right. They're pretty bland.
But those are like a little bit like pizzazz, man.
A little
Like
pizzazz.
the gold pants. But I'm with that.
Joe Burrow, Cincinnati. That was.
Expected.
You thought they would play that bad against New England?
They've done that. They've done that 2 years in a row now, though.
Okay, but can we?
Have you not seen
Can
the
we say
memes
something?
online? It's like videos of Tom Brady and
we-
Randy Moss, and it's like Jamar and Joe Burrow after their mandatory 4 games of playing like ass every year.
That's such a fact.
Can we just say that Joe Burrow hasn't been good
He hasn't.
for a while
He hasn't.
since the Super Bowl?
I
Is
also
it okay
don't
to say that?
I don't think Zach Taylor's very good.
Out most of the year last year, but yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were 4-4.
4-4.
Yeah, they were 4-4 with him,
Yeah.
and then they were 4-3 without him.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Mm.
I have no argument.
Michelle will not be happy right
I don't think that Zach
I just-
Taylor is particularly good at calling plays or just being a coach in general. I think that they caught kind of a perfect storm the year that they ended up making the run.
I think so.
It didn't seem sustainable. I thought that the offense would be a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
Same.
I thought the defense was kind of going to be their fall off, but I don't think the defense has been terrible. They weren't good last week, but the offense couldn't stay on the field. Defense isn't going to be good playing the whole game.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think I don't know. Cincinnati's a weird one, man, because
They're very difficult to look at and tell how they're going to play against any specific team, especially without T. Like the offense was so bad,
yeah,
so bad.
it's just weird to me. I don't know.
And
'Cause I don't think Joe Burrow's bad.
Mixon looked. He never looked that good in Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon was a 3-yard a carry guy his entire career in Cincinnati. He never made a guy miss,
I often
like
think-
ever.
I often think every single time I watch a Chiefs game, every single time I think, what would this team look like if Andy Reid was that coach?
Mhm.
Or call the plays or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Patrick
Bro.
Mahomes would be a fraud.
I mean, I don't think he'd be fraud, but I don't think he's what he is.
He'd be Josh Allen.
I can see that. I
Ish.
can see that.
Yeah. Andy Reid special.
He's very good.
Yeah, he is. He
He's
dials it up.
Special. When the Saints beat the Cowboys this weekend, permission to be extremely ignorant about the season?
Yep.
Sure.
You can do whatever you want. I think the Cowboys,
Sure.
big dog.
I don't think the Cowboys are like the mark of greatness, but I mean,
I think they're pretty good.
I think they're pretty
I
good.
think they're pretty good.
But at the end of the day, they still have Mike McCarthy coaching them, so their like ceiling is still
Do you like
limited.
Kellen Moore?
He's
Yeah.
awful.
I think he's terrible.
He's abysmally bad.
I don't like his play calling at all.
Why?
Because he was bad in Dallas, he was bad in L.A., and
What
now
was
he's
bad?
bad in Philly.
What was bad?
Literally everything. He
That,
got,
No.
that got paid off of him. CD
sure
Lamb
he
got
did.
What
paid
was
off
bad?
of him.
sure,
Yeah.
that's because they're really freaking good football players.
Coach is
I want to
as
see
good
what
as his
Maxwell
player.
thinks because Maxwell is a Dak hater, other than the fact he has him in fantasy this year. So
Dak's good. I don't care what anyone
I like
says.
Dak. How dumb does New York feel about not paying Saquon now, though? I mean, they weren't going to win any games if he stayed regardless, but that's your guy. And you let him go to your rival, and he does that in week 1.
The mistake
And he's going to
is-
continue to do that.
The mistake is they paid the wrong guy. They shouldn't have paid Daniel Jones. They should have paid Saquon.
Yeah.
How do you pay Daniel Jones?
I don't know.
I
We
don't
talked about it at the
understand
time,
How
but
do you pay Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, that's way worse.
Well,
That's worse.
they didn't know what Deshaun Watson was at the time. The last time we had seen Deshaun
what
Watson
makes it
when he
worse.
got paid,
Yeah.
I mean, it had only been a year, though,
fine.
and he was
Houston, he was fine.
he was top 5, debatably, at the end of his time in Houston.
I think that's Jameis's team week 3.
It should be. They'll be better.
Next week. I think they would be.
I
Then I'll
just
start.
traded Amari Cooper, though. I need like 6 weeks of no Jameis, so
I'm
buy low.
once Jameis hits the queue, then I'll start Mark Cooper again. Like, but until then, can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm with you. I'm acquiring all the Jerry Jeudy
No. Ugh.
As soon as Jameis gets the
Gross.
starter.
I don't wanna
Gross.
I'm just kidding. I was just aggravating. Just aggravating here.
anything else you wanna cover on the NFL?
Maxwell's funny. I want to read Maxwell's last comment. Or last two.
A lot of injuries in week 1. A lot of injuries. Holy cow, Isaiah Likely.
Yeah. Is that sustainable?
No.
Can I say something?
You saw the Spagnuolo clips
No.
on Twitter.
No, but he's better than Mark Andrews right now.
I don't disagree with that, but I'd also like to see a defense play them both straight up. I mean, you can go watch the All-22 view. I don't know if you watch those. I love those.
I love him. I have
Yeah.
not watched it.
Big fan. He's bracketed on every snap that he's running a route. Every snap he's got Thornhill and Tranquil, I think his name is.
That's it. Drew Tranquil.
Yeah, they're bracketing him every time, and they're letting Likely go out and making a safety come up and guard him. I mean, they're not going to bracket Andrews every week. They're
No,
just not.
and they shouldn't because he has minimal explosiveness anymore.
Well, oh my gosh, this was the saddest. It was like watching an old person fall over at like a home. Did you see him on the like 2nd and 3 or whatever it
Yeah.
was? He caught the ball, didn't get tackled, and like literally AARP commercial just fell over sideways like a gust of wind knocked him over. It was bad. It was
He looked a
embarrassing.
lot like Jason Witten the last 2 years he was with Dallas.
Yeah,
Like he
and
would,
in Oakland.
like Jason
Yeah.
Witten would catch a pass by himself in the middle of the field and look to find somebody to run into so they could tackle him because he didn't want to run anymore. He's like, yeah, let me find. Okay,
was-
cool, and then he'd fall at their feet.
It was
Ma-
sad.
On Isaiah
Imagine drafting Mark Andrews. What an idiot.
So did I.
I have Trey McBride in every league except
I
for
ha-
one, and I have Dalton Kincaid.
McBride, Kincaid were two that I targeted a lot, and if I didn't get either one, then we waited for
Evan
Ferguson.
Ingram.
I didn't get any Evan Ingram, but Jake Ferguson was a guy that
I
targeted
don't
a
want
lot
any
late.
freaking Jags after what ETN did to me this week.
Yikes!
Yep.
Yikes! Pope wanted us to do find a line that is wild that
All right.
we didn't
In
understand.
the NFL?
Yeah, he told me that last
I
week,
don't
and I
gamble,
completely
so I
forgot.
don't know where to find this said line. Let me
ESPN app.
look on your phone.
What's a line?
I'm just
look
kidding.
like?
Yeah,
What's a line look like?
Oh.
Wait,
Chargers -6 seems crazy to me.
If the over-under in the Broncos-Steelers game is anything
Chargers
higher
minus
than
6
30, that's
at
insane.
Carolina.
yeah, Carolina. I'm gonna have allegedly something on Carolina this week,
Wait,
even
so-
though I don't believe it.
No way you can do that.
Wait, so you're saying
Why?
pro Chargers, right?
Yes.
Joey's saying pro Panthers right now. So
Yeah.
therefore, I'm all in on pro Chargers actually now.
I get what he's doing. I know what you're doing. You're playing the reverse.
Not really. Any West Coast to East Coast teams playing at 1 o'clock
Nah,
aren't
so
overly
you're not,
successful.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's a good point. It's a good point.
And
It's a good point.
but Bryce Young is so bad at the game of football. It's so me and Pope do a thing where we
The
pick.
biggest bust pick. I mean,
It's Marcus Russell.
I mean, he's trending in that direction.
No, he's not.
No, he was never that bad.
He's at least a likable dude.
Yeah.
Jamarcus wasn't.
Slob.
Yeah.
Fat slob.
We don't body shame on this show.
You throw it 80 yards on one knee though. That's cool.
That is cool. A lot of guys can't do that.
He's in the damn.
Jacksonville
.0001%.
-3 at home against Cleveland.
I don't think that's that crazy.
Yeah, I can't find one that I'm like, this is.
I don't know
I think
that.
Carolina Chargers is the only one that's out, stands out a little bit.
Indianapolis at Green Bay -3.
What's Pittsburgh's line?
It's 2.5 to Pittsburgh. We're laying 2.5 at home. I don't know if you caught me 2 minutes ago. I said if the over-under is anything above 30, then you should allegedly take the under, and it's at 36.5.
So you got six and a half points to play with.
Yep.
I think Washington
I think that's
versus the Giants. I think Washington wins by a touchdown. They're a 1.5 favorite.
I saw that too. It's not that I don't understand that one though. I get it.
No, I get it too. But I still think Washington wins by a touchdown.
All right, let's pick one and put a bow on it.
All right, I'm in for that.
Oh my goodness, Cincinnati plays KC this week.
Yep.
yeah, that's gonna be so.
I think I like Clayton, the under in the Broncos Pittsburgh game.
I
Pittsburgh's
like
defense is decent.
Houston -6 against Chicago. Give me that all day. That's my lock. We should do that. Lock of the week. That's my lock of the week.
We'll start doing that. Make a graphic and all. That'd be cool.
Caleb Williams looked really, really bad.
All right, I got
Still-
one I don't understand.
He still paints his nails. So
Yeah. What what's up?
He was abysmal.
Yeah, I mean, he was not like.
He was so bad.
I'm a rookie bad. He was like.
I'm bad.
Dog.
I'm just not good at football.
Less than
Dog
50%.
water.
I can't do to the NFL what I did in college.
Less than 50%.
Did you see that USC retired his number?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot.
And Reggie Bush
That's
they're
the
doing it
most
at the same
absurd thing
time.
I've ever heard in my life.
They're
Wait.
retiring Reggie Bush and Caleb Williams'
He did
number
Nothing.
on the
Played 1
same
year
day.
there, right?
Two, I think, right?
Was it two? I thought
He had
it
the
was-
Heisman year, and then Jaden Daniels won it last year.
It doesn't matter. He didn't do jack squat at USC.
I mean,
He
he
won
won
a
a
Heisman.
Heisman. Come
That's-
on.
You don't retire someone's jersey.
No, not for Heisman.
Is Matt Leinert's
Not one
jersey
year-
retired at
I
USC?
was gonna say, Matt Leinart should be.
I don't know. It may
Hold on,
be.
hold on.
Before Caleb Williams.
I was young when Reggie Bush was kicking at USC. What did Reggie Bush win other than a Heisman? Did they win a national title?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Back to
Leinart.
back.
Yeah, they
Okay.
went back to
Yeah.
back.
I was like 4. So
No.
But even then-
Reggie was the best player in college football
Here's
for
the
multiple
biggest.
years.
I
Yeah,
know
here's
that.
the biggest difference. The difference is Reggie Bush played when you were 4. Caleb Williams played last year.
It's the most.
Yeah.
Why are we retiring it right now?
that's weird.
It's so weird.
You only
I
do
thought
that
it was a
for
joke. I really thought it was.
select
I thought it
I
was.
texted Joey. He never said anything, and I was like, "Brother, I need you to comment on this."
He did. He said he texted me at 24 hours later, and he's like, "Hello, I need your comment now." And I was like, "I thought it was a joke."
That's insane.
He was really bad last week. What's your crazy pick of the week?
Yeah, what's your
Detroit minus 7.5 against Tampa Bay.
I looked at that.
That's a lot for me.
Baker looked good.
Detroit's so bad.
Oh, it's definitely a hammer Detroit line.
100%.
Detroit's minus 7.5?
Minus 7.5. No, they're at home, but minus 7.5 against a. If we're being honest, the offense that looked the best in the National Football League a week ago.
Yes,
Mike
yes.
Evans does what Mike Evans does.
And
Stop.
Stafford.
Did y'all hear what Baker said?
No.
Baker said he came to the sideline after Mike Evans' first touchdown, and he goes, "If they're not going to double him, I'm going to throw him that mother all night long." And I was like, "Yep." He said, "Anytime he's singled, Mike Evans is getting the football." I was like,
If I was a Bucs
"Baker
fan-
knows what he's doing."
He wasn't.
Bucs fan, I'd be really, really happy.
He wasn't
Yeah.
single covered enough to get 68.5 yards allegedly. Allegedly.
Sorry about that. Apparently, they decided after that they were not going to single him all night or all day long.
All right, we good?
I'm good.
Mhm.
I do have one.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we did.
Rams Cardinals in Arizona is basically a pick 'em.
I saw that.
I think the Cardinals are actually giving a point.
I don't think Marvin Harrison Jr. did jack squat last week.
Like 4 for 35 or something.
This quarterback
No,
is trash.
huh? Marvin Harrison had one catch.
Okay, I don't even
Yeah.
think he did
What
that.
did he?
He had like one catch for 4 yards. I think he
Who
finished
had-
with 1.4.
He was open a lot
fantasy
more than
points.
that, though.
Maybe, yeah.
Dalton
Who had-
Kincaid had 2.1. I know because I have them both on the same team.
What did Adunze do?
Nothing.
Didn't he?
He had a touchdown, but he was in the back right corner
Oh,
of the
never
end
mind.
zone, and his left foot was on the line.
I think it might have been Neighbors.
Xavier Worthy got 2 tutties.
Neighbors was 5 for 66. I don't know who I was looking at. I think that line's.
Hates the NFL 'cause it includes someone.
No. Actually, I'm
When do
invested.
you-
I'm in 4 leagues.
I was just about to say when is it that you start making that switch from
'Cause the product
college
is
to the
so much
NFL?
better. I texted Joey on Sunday.
So I'll tell you this: Sunday is tough for me because Sunday I spend a lot of time working on high school football.
Yeah.
So like our meetings start at 2, don't get over till 5, on a good day, and so like I'm like breaking down high school film, and so but I am shifting
You're starting to
gears
get- yeah.
towards the NFL. I'm just not as plugged in. I don't want to speak out of turn.
I feel that. I ain't mad at that. I love the NFL.
Saints plus
I love
6.5.
Immortal lot. Who did the Saints play this week?
The Cowboys.
No shot. Okay.
I think it's in Dallas.
Anybody that's playing against Dallas this year is not a mortal lot.
They are.
Joey's taking it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they made it to a championship game this year. Not the Super Bowl necessarily, but conference.
Yeah.
Hey, get us out of here.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
please.
going to be it for tonight. This has been Tyler Rob Moore with Joey Edging, Chris Martinez, with Clayton Steinrock, and we are Front Porch City. Catch you next time.